Welcome guys to a very rainy Zandvoort circuit at the Netherlands. This week it's looking quite interesting. Obviously wet quali, we've not had one of them yet. So it's just a case of seeing who could get on board with the tyres the best. And just seeing who can get control of the car the best as well. As we've got the first car, it looks like it's Would You Rather. It's coming out onto track in the Mercedes car, the only Mercedes this week, unfortunately. It's been followed up by a few people as well, so it's good to see. Take it nice and cautious on the exit. So I wonder if it could be a dry race as well. I mean, it could be, but it would definitely make for better racing if it is a wet race, in my personal opinion. I don't think many drivers would actually agree with that statement. We've got Professor Zoom coming out in the Haas. Scientist coming out with the Red Bull. All doing just the initial installation laps, trying to find where the grip is for the first lap of the session. We've seen many people coming out on track now. We've got Eskimo out in the AlphaTauri as well. But Bowser, Would You Rather just final stack there. Okay, so we'll have a look at this first hot lap of the session, and we'll take the session from there. Then guys, it is a full quali, so it is the bottom 4 in this session who will get eliminated, as we've only got 19 drivers. And then it'd be 5 in Q2. Then let's have a look at this hot lap from Would You Rather. Touch wide in the first corner, but he managed to hold grip really well, managed to push the car through the corner. Doesn't look like much grip at all out there from looking at its throttle there. It's like it's holding back just a little bit, not sure where that grip is actually lying. We've got a DNF of Royal Harvey, that just shows how slippery it is. The first push lap for one of the drivers, first DNF, and that looks like a good first sector from Would You Rather there, nice and stable, not any surprises or shocks to try and catch him out. Nicely on the power through what would be the second DRS zone. We might have went a little bit deep there. There's definitely got a few more attempts in this lap, which you will be happy about, especially for the initial banker. Around the final corner. We've got another DNF, I don't think we have. Let's have a look at Jin, see what he's doing. We've got Scientist who goes and, yeah, time's going to start tumbling, I feel here. And we don't know what fuel loads people are running. They could be running slightly higher, going for a few runs. But we've seen Professor Zoo put it in P1 at the moment, but that is completely irrelevant in their session at the moment. DRS Neil slots into P2, 800ths behind. Jenna puts it into P4, 1.2 behind. So we've got Reyes puts it just under 3 tenths clear. We've become accustomed to seeing him do many a time in this league, but everyone has closed the gap up to him now. So have a look at Lando in this final sector. Looking quite edgy. Look how cautious he's being. Looks like he could have a dry setup on the cards. So I wonder if that is what he's doing. I've seen Scientist improve his lap time. I believe Would You Rather and also improved his. Lando moving out the way, Jinnat moving out the way, Eskimo, I think he's on in lap. Got Chappie on a lap in his Ferrari. Trying to find the grip where they can. Looks very slippy out there. Wouldn't like to be driving it tonight. And see Reyes put in a yes and even faster time, 18.7. So Chappie pull it in P8. So as it stands now, it'd be the bottom two that get eliminated. It proceeds that Jin has binned it. Not quite sure where. Same place as Royal RV. As we're on board with Infamous now, coming round into the final sector. Let's see what time he can put in. Can he get himself within that top 15? It's one person shootout now. He wants to get eliminated the least. Lando coming in. He's prepping for another hot lap. Yeah. Chappie is 2 temps up on his previous personal best for the first sector. So moving up 1 position as it stands ahead of Lando, 3 temps up. Ooh, a little bit of extra rotation there. Chappie won't be too happy about that. But he's managed to recover it well. Hooray, has yet another fastest lap. 18.7, you see Lontior moving out the way. Moving just ahead of Lando by a few temps, just behind Infamous as well. So Chappie be happy with that. Is Lontior on a hot lap? I believe so, but I don't believe it's going to be a hot one. I think he's going to wait, same as Reyes, put a few laps in as a teammate and see what happens. Let's see what Slayer can do. aka Shindy, the Infamous put it up into P2. What a great lap there. Definitely confirmed that he's going to be staying in this session. Looking like it over 4 temps off. Let's see Professor Zoo slide it up into P2 now. A lot of these guys doing a lot of runs. Just trying to stay on track to get the best grip. We've got a spin there, I believe. Would you rather? But it's looking like a tardy enough lap from the Slayer so far, aka Shindeep. So I'd imagine this should put him safe on his first run. Ooh, a little bit of oversteer on steer. Bit of final corner. Just ahead of Eskimon. 6 temps to be exact. Well, just over 6 temps. Under 6 temps. So, at the moment we've got Razudini in P1. We're 18-4. Professor Zoom, 4 temps behind. Same as Infamous, who's coming into the pits now. We've got DRS Neil, half second off Rayard. It's Nazareth in the Alpine, 6 temps off. As we Casto France pull it into P2. Oh, Lando puts it into P2 now. So Lando's P2, Casto's P3. Would you rather in P8? 8.5 temps off. Chappie 1.1 off. Scientist who's just come out on a fresh set of tyres. Yes, it is a fresh set. So we've got a lot of movements at the top here. We've seen Neil now move up to P3. We've got Lauren Tior in P11. Slayer 12, Eskimo 13, Desert Rat 14th, who's yet to set a lap. Same with Pecunia and Frenzy. We've got 8.5 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Let's see what these guys can do. Let's go on board with Lauren Tior. Let's see what lap he can put in. Can he get himself a bit more safe? That does look like quite a risky... Right, okay, well no one needs to actually get himself safe. The Curios needs to set a 10-minute lap time pretty much. Same for Desert Rat in the safe, as they'll be ahead of Jenna regardless due to him DNFing. Okay, that's interesting. Might have to set a quick one on Jenna actually, I can't quite remember how the game works it. Dacunia and Desert Rat are both out on track now, so they do need to get a lap in, I believe. But the bottom 4 is now settled, essentially, for the race. Reyes yet again pumping in a fastest lap. An 18, 5.5 seconds between him and his rivals. As we see, Lonsfield only pull it into P8. Lacking a little bit behind his championship teammate of Reyes there. But I think a few of these guys would feel quite safe with what they've done so far. That's what Desert Rat can do. And his first quali lap, I'm expecting that he should be able to get himself somewhere near Castab. That's who he's been near all season long, his teammates. Can he achieve it tonight as well? Purple sector 1 apparently, so he's definitely on for a cracking lap actually. Which is not too much to my surprise, what pace he's showed so far this season. Oh, Scientist has binned it in through turn 5, I believe it is there. So we're going to have 14 people in the next session. As he does it right as negotiated this lap. Okay. You do you, Desert Rat, nice drift. Not quite what you needed though to get into the next qualifying session unfortunately, but it was a nice drift nonetheless. Wherever this lap time put Dean, he's going to be a little bit down, but that's all he needs. As see Desert Rat now apparently. Castor has binned it, final corner. We've got anyone's on board. That could be someone glitched with him maybe. Nope, it's definitely on his own. Oh Christ. Desert Rat binned it. What the fuck is going on? Man. Okay, so I'll give a quick update then. Got Reyes P1, Lando P2, Neil P3, Professor Zoo P4, Infamous P5, he's retired from session, Lontior P6, it's Nazarus P7, Would You Rather P8, Chappie P9, Slayer P10, that is top 10. And then we've got Eskimo and Dacunia, some round about the top 12 out of 19 that haven't crashed out. Yeah, except this isn't a wet race because Neil's got the... Is this track dry now? Are we far from dryers? Oh. Well, bye, Dean. Nice seeing you on track, buddy. Unfortunate. $7 DNFs from a quali session. I've not seen anything like this before. This is crazy. Holy shit. I don't have a clue what's going on in this session. It's not worth going out on track for me. Ooh. Let's have a little onboard look with Neil. He is on the softs. So it definitely is going soft then. It's not worth setting a lap. Obviously Chappie's retired from the session and everyone is through. So for me, I don't have a clue what the fuck's going on. It's not worth going out Neil to, well, bin your car. Please come back to the pits. Is he going for it? Yes, so is Rayaz. Rayaz's out on track as... Oh, we are definitely dry conditions. So look at Rayaz, he'll be more flat out potentially. Let's see, oh, is the grip just not there? So I've just found out it's meant to be wet for all the quali, but this looks pretty dry. Well, in terms of the tyres anyway. Just DNF guys, right, let's get going a little bit. So instead of going through who is through, I'm going to go through who has actually died from that session. Putting it politely. DNF Central, I suppose. Right, so we have Frenzy out, Royal Harvey out, Reflection out, Desert Rat out. Yeah, now you'd think that's the end of it, right? The Cunha out. Jenna, Scientist and Casto France either DNF'd or retired before they had a chance to set decent enough lap time. So through into the next session anyway, we have Reyes, Lando, Neil, Zoo, Infamous, Lontior, It's Nazareth, Would You Rather, Chappie, Slayer, and Eskimo. So in this next session, there's going to be one person fighting to get through. And yeah. Just one person shootout. I've just never seen a quali session like it ever, like just lack of grip, seemingly from the drivers. I've never known it or seen it. We've definitely hit dries. Yeah, the FIA got on board with everyone else said, look, just come and dry the track for us. We want dry session. I don't know. Well, no one really wants to come out on track. Can you blame them? Not too much to say. Professor Sue wants to take into. Oh, is this a car? It is Lando. Wonder who's going to DNF in this session. Who's Cody's going to put in the wall for the fun of it? Because he can. Now the question is it raining? That looks very dry on track to me. So we should be seeing a lot quicker lap times now. If anyone DNFs, everyone is through. And that's about it really. Hopefully no DNFs and everyone's through. I believe we've got this layer coming out on track now, along with King's Estimum. Oh, it's Nazareth actually. Sorry Slayer, but he wasn't quick enough to get out on track. It's Nazareth. Right, okay. That's more like it. So, Slayer is on the mediums, along with It's Nazareth. Landabot and Eskimo taking the team effort on the softs. Let's have a look at our first hot lap of the session in the dry. Is this track going to be any quicker? Well, much grippier even. Not from that reaction. It's missed out on mediums. Let's go on board with It's Nazareth then. Let's see if he wants to start a lap. The sun's starting to come out as well, so track temps will be going up. So if people on softs want to get a lap in, they're going to want to get it in soon, because that track's going to heat up a bit more than what he wants. Nice and aggressive into turn one, using all the track and more on the exit. Car looks well hooked up through there. Little stop on the exit of turn 4, but all's good. Car looks on absolute rails through there. Oh, a little bit of a wobble on the curb. Held it together, no worries. Nice first two sectors. Can he just hook up this final one now? And hopefully get into Q3. There's whatever you guys do tonight, please do not bin it in this session. I thought we weren't going to see a quali lap from it now. 111.1. Sorry to say this, but I think for sure that might get beaten by this man. I seen the yellow flag, I thought it was a DNF. We're all good. Don't need to worry yet, guys. Nice through there. We're getting a few attempts on It's Nazareth through that corner, that's for certain. What we've seen so far, it's been a nice, clean, tidy, committed lap from Rayo Zudini. Infamous 11.1 puts himself into P1, but that means absolutely fuck all for the next 9.5 minutes, unfortunately. 11.7. Maybe he's not fully confident with the car for a change. I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to see that. 11.3 for Would You Rather puts him in P3. Got Lando. Probably sandbagging. Asking someone for a tow or a setup maybe down the main straight. And who knows nowadays. Let's see what he can do here. On the soft tyre, so he's definitely wanting that tyre for the race start. The car looks nice and stable, no traction issues, is that? No, that's very key and important for that corner on the exit. Nice and tidy first sector. Not too many struggles. No surprise though. Sector 2 purple. This looks like a strong ending for Lando on this lap here. Could we see the first lap time within the 1 minute 10s? I'd find out probably in the next 10 seconds. He has got one car ahead of him, but I don't believe that's going to put him off. Lando, what are you doing? He's toying with us. Oh, Neil. Neil's on a lap coming towards the end of it. Is he up? Purple, but is he going to do what Lando does and just pull into the pits because he can't be arsed finishing the lap? Ryaz Udini's left the session. Okay, that's not good. Let's see if I can re-invite him. As we did see our first 1 minute 10 lap, that was from from DRS Neil. So, Lando just can't be happy with them laps he's putting them. The only thing that I can think of is just not happy with them laps. And it's time to irritate him. Launch your only P9. This is not looking good. McLaren looking trouble here. Professor Zerg again on the soft tyre at 10.8. They're not that far ahead of the other guys. But in Q3 they could be starting a bit further back than what they wanted to. Nice and tidy here from Launcher. I believe the first lap was just a banker. Yeah, he's 2.2 up, which should put him 12.2. So I'll put him around P8 at the moment on the medium tyre. Then we see Reyes has rejoined the session. So we're not a driver down for Q3, which is great to see. 11.2, found a chunk of time on himself there in that final sector. That puts him up into P5. A few tenths off the fastest time, but that's not a worry. Key person to watch, Lando Bot. I wonder if he got the toe in sector 1. Purple. It's looking good for him so far. Lancia looked like he went for a quick spin-off session. Nice and tidy from Lando. Let's just get it across the line this time, shall we, Lando? This is definitely a lap that he's finishing. 10.9. That will be good enough for P4, as would you rather put it into P2 on the mediums? I'm not sure that was worth the risk. I mean, you've only got to beat P11. That's it. This is essentially just the trial run for Q3 right now for some of these guys. 11 people in this session. If you didn't see Q1, I do urge you to go back and watch it. It was a bit of a climatic session, let's just say. Very interesting. However, we are going to watch Eskimo here for his final lap of the session. We are waiting for the others to come out, which I'm assuming is going to be in the next minute. And I believe Eskimo could be fueled for at least 2 runs. So let's see what he can do. Starting to see more and more people coming out on track now. I believe anyone under L2S is safe. So Reyes is definitely back out on track. That's not a good enough lap time from Reyes. You don't say that often. Is Eskimo up on his time? Slightly, just under a 10th. But that's all you need to stay in this session right now, Eskimo. Just keep it tidy. Oh, jinxed it. Is he going to back off, go for another? Yeah. Already backed off. Is Chappie staying in the pits? Yes. Can't be. It's crazy. He's got to be leaving the pit lane. Infamous is retired, not DNF, which is key. Chappie's happy to start P11. He wants that fresh set of tyres. Can you blame him? Eskimo, you do not lead this lap. He's going for it anyway. Let's see what he can do. Come on, Eskimo. Reyes has left the session again. Would you rather has retired from session now? Slightly off. Chappie's, yeah. The Eskimo is through into Q3. He is safe. So, your top 10, well, going into Q3. Professor Zoo, Would You Rather, Neil, Lando, Infamous, It's Nazareth, Belong to Your, Reyes, The Slayer, King's Eskimo is the top 10. As you see, It's Nazareth take the mick a little bit with 10.5. Puts it 3 tenths clear, well, 2.5 tenths clear of his nearest rival. Great lap there. And Chappie is the only person to retire from this session. So, we see Slay wheeled back into his pit bots. Reyes, yeah, everyone's back in the pits. It's Nazareth. He's yet to come back into the pits, but he'll be back in a moment, I hope. and once he's back, we can get on with the top 10 shootouts. Interesting things to note from the session. It's Nazareth, Would You Rather, Laurentior have all done 2 laps on their mediums. Infamous, Rare, Slayer all done 1. Eskimo, Lando, Neil and Professor Zoo all done 1 lap on their tyres as well. So brilliant on Eskimo. Just wearing tyres out a bit more. I mean, it's not too bad, I suppose, Eskimo. So guys, there's your top 10 plus 1. Yeah, only 1 eliminated. Shock horror. Has become a session with only 11 people. After 8 people DNF from Q1, which was a bit of a shock to the system. However, we are now moving on to the most important part of qualifying, Q3. Still nice and sunny here at Zandvoort for Q3. As the Reyes has joined yet again. Hopefully his internet won't hamper him too much. And from looking at it, Slayer's engineer is taking a shit in his pit box in front of his car. As Would You Rather beats him out on track first. See everyone trying to race out on track. So, what have these guys got left in the tank? We know it's Nazareth has a lot of time in hand on their mediums. Could he be favourite for pole? Reyes didn't quite get along with their mediums even in quali, so could that be a sign of things to come in the race? Maybe. Don't know. You see Laurentior's also out on track. It's Nazareth. Somehow caught up with them. Or he come out with them. And Lando Bot is out on track. DRS Neil, chasing the DRS as always. The Slayer is out on track. As well as King's Eskimo, who chuffed to get into the next session. Maybe a little bit surprised. But he's done a good job. Can he keep it going? But anyway, let's go on board for our first lap of Q3 here. From Would You Rather. We've got 2 cars very close to each other on track. That's Laurentior and DRS Neil. As we see Would You Rather go round first corner now, nice and tidy. Nice change of direction, turns 2 and 3. Car handled beautifully. Oh, the exit wasn't as beautiful as the entry though from Would You Rather in turn 4. Definitely lost a couple of attempts there. Of course it's purple sector 1, but I think there's a few attempts where people can find on him. Nice and tidy through there, keeping it tidy, that's what's key now in this session. Obviously purple sector 2, yet again this is the first car on track to set a purple lap. Let's see what the benchmark time is now. Final 2 corners now. Oh, he's dead. Is that going to impact the Slayer? I believe it did. So the first lap time to truthfully beat in Q1 or Q3 tonight, guys, is 1:11.113. We did see quicker than that in Q2. That's what we are expecting to see. I believe it's Nazareth is going to cross the line any moment now as well. Expecting a quick one from him, 10.5. Confirming his pace was not a fluke in Q2 on their mediums. Lawrence Yours making a dart for the line, 10.6. Lando Bots in the AlphaTauri, 10.8. Professor Zoo starting a lap as Lawrence Yours parking up at the end of the pit lane pretty much. King's Eskimos put it into P5, 12.3. Still more time to come from them though, so don't stress guys. The infamous put it on provisional pole position with a 1 minute 10.408. Can he hold on to it? 8 minutes left in this session. It's going to be a tight one guys. Quali's not as close as it has been recently. Maybe it's drivers being more dialed in, maybe different setups. Purple sector 2 though from Professor Zodis is a lap time which could challenge Infamous. Maybe, maybe not. But the key laps are yet to come still. So what we do know is Woody Rather is definitely starting from P10 on the grid. P4 on the grid for Professor Zoom. A 10.7. So Eskimo's going for another run. DRS Neil on an outlap in his Red Bull. Contemplating life maybe a little bit. Down in P10 with no lap. Trying to get a clear track potentially. Can that Honda power help him get onto pole position? If he's in Checo's car, he's probably not going to get it. But if he's in Max's, he probably will. Professor Z's come back to the pits. Leia coming out in a fresh set of softs. Eskimo coming towards the end of another lap. Let's see if he's up or down on his delta. 3 sector 2. 3 tenths under. Won't be enough though to move him up any positions unfortunately. It will just drop him into the 111s however. Keep it just within track limits down the exit, second to last corner. And across the line for a 112.128. As we move quickly back to DRS Neil now. As we know at that time he can put in when he wants to. Purple first sector apparently. Whether that's his personal best, I don't know. Well, it will be his personal best, I suppose, for him. But is it purple the whole session? We do not know. The graphics do have a tendency to lie to us, let's say. There's an Alpine going slow final sector, but I think that was just it's Nazareth building the gap. So, this lap from Neil, purple sector 2 as well, to go with that purple sector 1. What time is it? This is going to be bloody quick actually. It's going to be a low 10, 10.1. 2.5 temps, that's a big gap. That's big. That's on board with It's Nazareth. He's a pole position contender. When I eventually get the words out. I'm still waiting for Rayad to settle up. 2.5 temps under, so that will put him, Peter, if he doesn't lose any more delta time, that is, he needs to keep it clean a little bit wide in the second to last corner. That surely has cost him infamously yet, unless he's got the lower downforce set up on this main straight. just about behind Neil, just under a tenth. Good luck from it's Nazareth there. Let's go on board. Infamous is not going to set another lap. So Laurentio's going back out. Lando was also on a lap, that stepped under the radar a little bit there. I'll say he's on a lap, he's not. Just toying with us. As we see DRS Neil on a new lap. Looks like a fresh set of tyres. Laurentio staying nicely out of the way. They don't look like the freshest of tyres, but it does say 0 laps. Not 100% convinced, but purple sector 1. A little bit wider than the most through there. But held it and managed it nicely. Oh, a little bit of a snap there. He readjusted, didn't want to brake as much as what he wanted to either into that switchback, so might have a little bit more time in it. Yeah, 10th and a bit down on his PB. Reyes has left the session. Unless Reyes can get back in the next 60 seconds, he is going to be starting from P10 in this quali session. Neil run out of fuel. Neil's run out of fuel. Infamous on the outlap. So let's go on board with Laurentio. Reyes has rejoined. Let's see what lap time his teammates can put in for Reyes. It is Laurentio. Into the hairpin. Keep the exit tidy. Might have a little bit of a twitch there, but wasn't anything too major. Just up on his PB, but that will keep him in P4 as it stands. But this is a now or never lap. The question is, can Reyes get out on track? Is he going to get out on track? He's in P10 with no lap, he's not going to get out. Yeah, Laurentio's not quite going to beat his personal best yet. Reyes has left the session once again. His internet is on a really bad day. And from looking at Laurentio, just beat his lap time. However, we are on board with Infamous now. A 10th up in sector 1. That is exactly what he needs now for the remaining 2 sectors. Can he put his Scuderia Ferrari onto pole position to start the Netherlands Grand Prix at Zandvoort as Reyes has rejoined the session? But I don't believe he's going to... That's 2 admins from this group I have went on board with, and they have both killed the cars. Just a jinx. Professor Zoo, let's see what he can do. Just under a 10th off his PB at present. However, going strong. The question is, what can it's Nazareth do? Can he beat the town DRS Neil? As we're on board here with Professor Sue, we'll move back as we go through. So Professor Sue's just under his personal best, so he needs to keep pushing. Even though he could be safe from looking at it as Lando is in the pits. Laurentio's retired from session. Stays where he is, but almost. Let's move on board with it's Nazareth. Is he up? Oh, he's just invalidated. As we see Slayer, aka Shindy, pull it into P6 on the grid for the Grand Prix. So our starting grid for the race, guys, is DRS Neil, it's Nazareth, and that's all the game allowed us to say. However, Infamous is P3. When the game loads, I'll go from P4 down. Launcher is in P4. Professor Zoom, P5. Slayer, aka Shin Deep, is P6. London, P7. King's Eskimo, P8. Would You Rather decided he would rather spin and die, going towards the final corner, which is unfortunate for him. And Ryazudini is P10, however, he has had plenty of internet issues, so hopefully he can get them sorted in the next minute or so for the race. So the only question I've got to ask myself now is who is going to end the race. I had a lot of DNFs throughout quali start to finish, which is very unfortunate for those involved. Hopefully the engineers managed to fix the cars back into a better condition than what they were in. And let's just hope we're going to have a bit of luck. Let's just hope we can get a full grid of finishers. Right, so let's see what tyres everybody is on then. Frenzy, no surprise, on the hards. The It's Nazareth, mediums with Neil ahead on the softs. Infamous, P3, mediums. Launcher, P4, mediums. Professor Zoo on the softs. Slayer, aka Shin Deep, on the mediums. The AlphaTauri boys sits 7th and 8th, Lando and Eskimo, both on the softs. Would You Rather, mediums. Reyes, mediums. And then we've got Chappie on the mediums. We've got a red cross across Reyes' name. Casto, mediums. Scientist, mediums. Jenna is also on the mediums. I've seen his teammate qualify from P2. Got a lot of work to do to see everyone overtake Reyes. Acuna in his Aston Martin. We actually had a really nice car design livery today coming out. First real car. Dean's on mediums, by the way. Desert Rat, softs, hoping to cut its way through a few of their medium runners. A one-stop race. Same for the medium runners with Reflection and Will Harvey in the other Aston Martin, down in P18. Frenzy P19 in the Haas, who released a fake car, same as Red Bull, for the 2022 season. However, we are in 2021 in terms of the game, and this is what we're looking at. Neil versus It's Nazareth. Medium with softs versus mediums down to turn 1. It's only a short run, it's not much time to get up to speed properly for the mediums to pull up alongside. What can be done? Will Reyes be able to even finish the race? That's a bigger question. It's actually going to let me have a good view, or is it just going to be like, nah, fuck you. I think everyone's on the grid. Yes. Everyone seems to have the ERS turned on. From 2nd to 8th. Interesting. I wonder if that's what they start with. Could be interesting. Looks like we do have a lobby glitch due to Rayaz here. And apparently it's on lap 1. Let's go on board with Rayaz. Yeah, he's in position. The scientist is on AI. Who else on AI? Is Rayaz back? Rayaz is here. It looks like everyone is here. The only person with a weakish connection, Professor Zoo and DRS Neil. Okay, this is interesting. Just waiting to see what's going to happen. If everyone wants to look at a fake ass. Right, okay guys, so what I think is going to be happening, I think we are going to go into a new lobby because for some reason Codemasters can't code a game because they're shit. And that is about it, guys. Obviously, yeah, we've got Tacunia who's left the session from looking out there, or disconnected. I think he's going to be the main person setting this up, migrating host,